Hello. It is day 56 post my abdominal hysterectomy, and I'm making a video today because today was the last day of the hormone therapy pills I was given before I left the hospital in Mexico. For those of you who are just now seeing me for the first time and you have not watched any of my past videos, I'll give you a quick summary. In February, I got my period and it didn't go away. And it wasn't going away. And I thought that I only had endometriosis. I suspected maybe fibroids as well because of how my belly would, I had a lump in my belly and it would get really big and really hard every month right before my period. So I just thought it was my endometriosis and period and it would go away after. Well, I got my period in February and it never went away. And I'm new to the state of Florida, so I was considered a new patient with OBGYNs, and I did have health care, pretty expensive health care, and it was supposed to cover it. I don't know if it would have covered it, but being a new patient in Florida, I could not get a doctor's appointment. Nobody would look at me until the middle of July unless I went to the emergency room, which I didn't want to do. It just didn't feel right to go to the emergency room. So when push came to shove, finally in June, so I'd been bleeding full on from February until June, I got online and I Googled medical vacations, and a few different ones came up. There was one in India, one in Thailand, and the one that I went to in Mexicali, Mexico. I chose Mexico because I lived there for a time and I feel comfortable with Mexicans. I speak Spanish and I love their culture and they're so full of love and light. And yeah, so I chose to go to Mexico. And I took my American Express card and I went to Mexico and I put my procedure on my credit card. When I got there, they immediately ran tests and my hemoglobin was down to a low number, like 4.75 or 5.75. I don't recall the exact number, but the normal hemoglobin is like 12 plus for a normal person. So I had anemia by that time and I was slowly bleeding to death. So yes, our periods can kill us. After doing ultrasounds and taking blood, they told me that I had not only endometriosis but abdomomitosis, which is a disease that or a condition, whatever you want to call it, that makes your uterus swell and bleed. And my uterus was 5 times the size of a normal one. So they were unable to do a laparoscopic surgery. They had to do basically a C-section. So I have a scar, but they did a really good job because the place I went to was for hysterectomies and plastic surgery. The hospital was amazing. I'm so happy I went there and did it. And even though I'm in a bit of debt right now, I've had to move out of my apartment. I no longer live alone, and I've moved in with some friends who we're all helping each other out financially right now, and that's going well. However, I do miss living alone. But yeah, so what's happening otherwise with my body at day 56? I went back to work one day and my work is physical, and I wore a support girdle, if you want to call it that. I like calling it a girdle because I think it's funny. But I didn't buy one of those big, huge, strappy bands. I got on Amazon and I found, it was called a girdle. It was from China, and it's a band. It's actually very comfortable, and you can't even tell that I'm wearing it when I have clothes on. And it's very supportive, and I love it. So yeah, I got it from China. It took forever to get here, but it was worth the wait. I bought 2 of them. So So I wear that when I'm doing strenuous things. I'm trying to wean myself off of it, and we're not supposed to be doing any kind of abdominal exercise right now. We're not supposed to be doing any kind of lifting. I'm not saying that what I'm doing is what you should be doing. I'm just here to let you know that, I don't know what I'm trying to let you know. I have a problem with just lying on my butt and doing nothing, and there's nothing wrong with that because we're all going to heal differently. And believe me, when I first got home, I couldn't do anything for the first 3-4 weeks. I was on my butt, and you have to walk, you have to, if just a little bit, and you have to get outside and get some fresh air. It's very important. Don't push yourself. Take it very, very slow. You don't want blood clots forming. Be very careful with lifting because you also don't want to have a hernia that I've read can happen easily at this very sensitive time and healing process that we're going through. I still feel, it's not really pain, but I feel sensation around my scar area, and once in a while I feel pulling. I did try to do yoga a few days ago. I tried to do sun salutations, which you do like a small plank, and then you do chaturanga up into cobra. And I mean, I wasn't pushing myself at all. I was really making adjustments to do it, but still I felt some pulling. So last night I went back with my what's the oil? Castor oil. I was making castor oil packs also, and I think that actually helped my scar not heal a bit faster. It's unless they just did a really good job, because the place also did plastic surgery, like I said. But yeah, the castor oil pack I think helped a lot. If you know anything about castor oil, it's been used for generations, and it's a very healing oil, and it gets into you put it on your abdomen with a heating pack, and you put it in cotton. You could use, I'm using cotton gauze. You can use flannel. There's nothing bleached, nothing with chemicals on it, because your skin's absorbing the oil, and it'll absorb whatever's with the oil. So yeah, I've been making a pack with and putting plastic over it, and then a heating pad on top of it, and I'll lie on my bed and either read a book or watch a movie, and then it's you know, while it's doing its thing, and then I take it off, and I feel better. It feels so much better. And if you're having any pain, I mean, I was having a little pain from that yoga, and I've had some pain from other things that I've done that I probably shouldn't be doing. And whenever I do the castor oil pack, it really, really helps. I did make a video how to make it, how to apply it. They're not very good videos. I don't know, maybe you'll think they are. Maybe they'll make you laugh. I hope they do. Yeah, so if you want to reference any of my other videos, there. I'm practicing at this. I just interviewed for a new job a few days ago. I'm waiting to hear back from them. I'm really excited to go back to work, more because I want to make money and pay myself back and get on with things, as I'm sure you guys do also. So yeah, this is day 56, and feels good to be in the ocean. I'm grateful that I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for everything that's happened. I am. I woke up a bit depressed today, and I woke up depressed, homesick from my own space now that I'm living with people, and it's strange. I never wanted children, so that never bothered me about having a hysterectomy, but today my belly feels kind of empty. It's gone. It's not there anymore, and it's hitting me, and that's okay. It's like I always had a pot belly, I was always bloated. I always walked around bloated, and people would say, "What's wrong with your What's wrong with your stomach? What's wrong with your belly? Why don't you suck your belly in? You know, stop standing like that." And I couldn't help it. My uterus was swollen. I was sick, and you know, and people tell us, "Oh, it's just your period. It's just your period. Stop whining. Stop complaining. Oh, she has her period." But you know, for some of us, it's really, really hard and difficult, and we suffer. Anyway, so that's gone, and I'm happy it's gone. I'm grateful that it's gone. However, it feels kind of strangely empty. I'm not complaining though. I'm not. But it's like I have this weird urge to stick my belly out, and it's not there anymore, and I can't. So, yeah. The pros and cons of life, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna leave you. This video it's going into 11 minutes. If you've stayed with me the whole time, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll be making some cooking videos and some travel videos and positive life videos, and I won't be hysterectomy girl forever, that's for sure. I guess I need to find a new shtick. Who knows what that's gonna be, but kind of like doing this YouTube thing if anybody's following me. Alright, bye. Thanks for watching.